wasn't it? There was a huge margin between first and second, but then between second and third, they couldn't separate them at all. So, not long until we'll head up to the start of the 1,000 metres once again. This will be the last 1,000 metre race of this morning. It'll be the C2 Men 1,000. There we can see just from the graphic the lineup there. Watch out for the century picture. Sebastian Brendel. How many World Cup medals do you think he has?
I don't know.
Hard to put a number on it, isn't it? But it's certainly a few.
I'd say above 40.
Yeah. I wouldn't be surprised. He's been around for a long time. He's won a lot of medals, C1 and C2. You know, so there was some people thought maybe he'll retire after Tokyo, but him and Tim Hecker, well, they found something in Tokyo to pick up a medal, and they found something in here to get themselves centre of the echelon in the C2 Men 1,000. Who knows? He may well pick up another medal. I'm sure to him each one is very special. So race due to get underway in around about 3 minutes time, so gives us enough time to go through the lineup. Czech boat of Josef Havlik and Wojtek Nowacki. They're in lane 1. Daniele Santini and Nicolae Craciun in lane 2 for Italy. Craig Spence and Brett Hillman from Canada go in 3. There's the Italians you can see in picture there just preparing themselves. There's the Canadians. Andreas Dittmar, former Olympic champion from Germany, part of the Canadian setup. Canadians really resurgent team here at the first World Cup of this 2022 season. Yuri Zalbul and Anton Hrabal from the Czech Republic. Another Czech boat in this, with 2 of them in this race. Martin Fuksa already has a gold medal from both C1 and C1 500 metres and 1,000 metres. There's Sebastian Brendel. Huge man at the front of that boat, backed up by Tim Hecker. Watch out for them, particularly over the last half of this 1,000 metre race. They are the bronze medalists from Tokyo. They are the European champions. Edward Stricek and Peter Kizek from Slovakia go in 6. And the Polish team will be in 7. There they are, the white caps. That's Dominik, Nowacki and Lukasz Witkowski. Portuguese, Bruno Alfonso and Marco Apura. They go in 8. They've just seen their teammates win in the same distance in kayak double. Can they do the same here? Ukrainians, Viktor Sredyuk and Andriy Zakharov. They go in lane 9 in those distinctive yellow shirts. Fairly close start. Good start from Alfonso and Apura from Portugal, but they are very good 200 metre paddlers, and this is a very, very different matter over 1,000 metres. So expect Sebastian Brendel and Tim Hecker to go well. Not necessarily going to be the leaders early on, although they have got away to a good start.
Yeah, and it's also nice to see a full race, like, you know, they're all quite close here as well, being competitive, even though unfortunately this isn't an Olympic event anymore, of course. And it's also nice to see, of course, the top German boat racing this event.
Yeah, it is indeed. It's a shame, of course, that they've shortened this Olympic discipline. No longer Olympic, but it will be in the 500 metres, which is a similar energy system. So I guess these paddlers still see the value in doing the 1,000 metres race. And as you said, Rebby, it's still competitive, which is really, really good to see. Seemed to be like lane 8 got away well, as we said, the Portuguese, but I would expect them to fade a little bit as we get through this 1,000 metres. Canadians, well, they could be good over the 1,000 metres. They have been, other Canadian crews have been in the past. They've got a great coaching setup, as I said, but it looks like Brendel and Hecker, as they get towards the halfway point, have a commanding lead. Just have to wait for that camera angle to pan out. We'll see those splits coming up in the next few seconds. Here we are.
Yeah, they have about a boat length on the rest of the guys.
So Germany, Poland to their left, Italy to their right. Right up there. There they are. Brendel, that big figure. I always wonder, it must be quite difficult for poor Tim Hecker to see round him.
Yeah, he's probably just paddling and fighting
Yeah, he just knows what he's got to do, and I guess you're right, and you'll know this as a K4 paddler. You know, quite often in the K4 you can't see very well. The splash, the spray going everywhere, but you feel the boat. And you know exactly what your job is.
Yeah, you don't really do the, you don't paddle with the guys ahead or girls ahead of you by looking. You do it all on feel, so it's not going to make a difference to him and their C2 if he can see or not, really. It might even help if he can't see too much of the race and doesn't know how much is left.
Yeah, just concentrate on the job in hand, concentrate on the process, as athletes keep saying. And if you watch the blade work, certainly seem to be going in together, but also it's that where do they put the pressure onto the water, and they seem to be doing it at the same time. They found a really good partnership, these two, and perhaps that's why Brendel has decided he wants to carry on. He feels like he's found something in this C2 that can do some good things in the future.
Yeah.
So, we're approaching the red boys at the end. Germans have a good lead. It's very difficult to see them give that lead up from there, but you can see just a couple of lanes to their right. It looks like the Italians may be making the best of the challenge, certainly for the silver medal, but I don't think anyone's going to take the gold off the Germans. Hopefully I haven't put the commentator's curse on them there, but we can see from the camera, yeah, Germany a long way ahead of the rest of the field in about 3.5 minutes, which is a fast time. Italy second, I think Poland third.
It was close for third between Polish and the Canadians.
Yeah, so Canadians coming well towards the end there. It's a fairly new crew. And as we said, the Canadians really looking to develop their squad, so close to third place. Even if they were fourth, they're not far off. Germany got away to a good start, actually. We knew the Portuguese would, they did, but they faded. Germany got away well, but just found the length in that stroke through the middle section, middle 500 meters, in order to pull away from the rest of the field. And although the Italians came hard, Santini and Craciun, towards the end, the Germans had already done enough. So, looking really, really strong. Amazing just how many times on Planet Canoe we've seen Sebastian Brendel pick up those medals in World Cups, World Championships, European Championships and Olympic Games. He's got another one to his name. Tim Hecker alongside him. And yeah, it looked like the Canadians perhaps just missing out that time on a medal. And Sebastian Brendel and Tim Hecker are just making their way around to the pontoon now, and I'm sure the easygoing nature of Sebastian Brendel will mean he'll be more than happy to chat with Ross down there now.
Sebastian, Sebastian, we've been missing you on the podium for a little while. It's nice to see you back up there on the top.
We was not so long, not on the podium, so yesterday was tough. Our favorite distance was 1,000 meters. Now we have to change, but we know that we have a lot of work in front of us. But it's just the first World Cup.
And Tim, you still have the passion, both of you, for this race, for the C2?
Of course, yeah, we still have the passion. The passion increases by the 500. The other athletes from the different countries are pretty strong, and it's pushed us also forward. So it's good.
Great to see you both up there on the top of the podium. Well done, congratulations.
Thank you. Thanks.
Well, I think Sebastian medals, the gold and silver, and the Italians were in third place. So there is a bit of work to do for Brendel and Hecker, but I think they'll take confidence from that. It's a quick time, you know, a long way ahead of the rest of the field, and have just looked to shorten that up, as I guess, as the season progresses. So that's the C2 men 1,000 meter final.